Today we're going to be going over one of the fastest ways to farm samples in Helldivers 2. This method will net you over 100 samples farmed per hour. Also, we're going to be going over how to farm samples in Helldivers 2 because you can't really do number 1 without knowing number 2. So yeah, let's just jump into it first and go over what difficulty levels net what samples. So basically, there's three types of samples: common samples, rare samples, and super samples. What sample you find is dictated on the difficulty that you're playing on. So all difficulties will find common samples. Difficulty level 4 and higher, so this would be the challenging level and higher, will net you any rare samples along with the common samples I listed already. And then level 7, which would be a suicide mission or higher, will also net you super samples. Now, if you're wondering where you're going to find samples, this would be pretty much be anywhere interesting. Mission points, points of interest, crash ships, bunkers, anything like that, right? Those are all going to be places that you can find samples. So now let's get into the best way to farm samples, or what I think is the best way to farm samples. The main part of this method is basically you need a small map. Right now, those missions where you just got to kill X number of enemies, those are going to have the smallest maps possible, those execution missions. So what you need to do is first find one of those missions and jump into it. In that mission, when it kicks off right off the bat, what you should be doing is trying to find all of these samples and dropping them near the extraction point. Most people are above 2 IQ and they know what's going on, so they won't pick those samples up because they know what's going to happen. So once you find everything, and also as you get more and more used to these maps, it's going to become easier and easier to find these samples. For instance, this map right here, this sort of little like hub, this little gazebo type thing that I'm at, this usually has like 5 to 6 samples at it. There's only 10 you can find on the map. So basically, get all the samples as quickly as you can, drop them right where the extraction point is, kill all of the enemies. As the waves come and come and come, it's going to get harder and harder. Yeah, that's what she said. But yeah, basically as the waves come, it gets harder, so you want to find all those samples and locate them centrally at that extraction point right off the bat when it's pretty easy to run around and you won't get killed too much. Then once things get crazy, kill as many of these dudes as you can. Once you get to the number that you need to kill, call that ship in, extract with your samples, and jump right back into it. You should be able to run these missions in 3 to 5 minutes, and you should be able to get about, I'd say like 6 to 10 samples per run. If you've got a really good team, you're really good at doing this, like I said, that should net you about 100 or more samples per hour. Anyways, I hope this method helps out. If you get a better method, let me know down below in the comments, and if you have something really good, I'm definitely going to make sure to pin it. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you like the fact that this video was not 8 minutes long. Until next time, peace.